Previously on TVSins.
This is delicious.
You eat pieces of for breakfast?
Show contains no opening scroll of expositional backstory. Wait, am I sinning the show for not having a reading sin? Has Star Wars made that opening indelible enough that its absence is jarring when you see a Star Destroyer on screen? Up is down, left is right, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. All the shapes merging together looks great, but it makes no sense to have two ships going in the opposite direction of the fleet. Aesthetics over function, I sin.
The Emperor has foreseen a new threat rising against him. The children of the Force.
It's good to see that Star Wars is choosing to use the time-honored tradition of bringing kids into the franchise because that always brings the audience back. I'm really excited for the next stage, the Cousin Oliver saga.
Move along, Lothrat.
Sorry, not looking for trouble.
How did he not feel this incredibly important communication device being removed from his belt? Was it held on by a magnet? If so, that's f***ing dumb.
All officers to the main square. This is a code red emergency.
How could Ezra know their lingo would be code red instead of, hey Jackweeds, we need backup at the Quadrant Baloney?
It's your lucky day, Lothal scum. You two, come with us.
Yeah, but you just called up to your bosses and said...
I'm bringing in a citizen under a charge of treason.
So how exactly will you explain where he went? If you just said something like he didn't have a permit or something, I doubt anyone would care. But you said treason. That probably won't go unnoticed.
Wait, what are you doing?
Hey, the kid's gotta eat.
Even if he's a thief, he's a lovable thief, and he'll still get a beautiful woman by his side and make a lot of important friends. This is also known as the Aladdin solution. Sabine is facing away from Kanan, and Nosferatu, Zed, has his eyes closed when the light pat signal happens. This means the signal is entirely dependent on hearing Kanan's hand physically slap against thigh fabric in the middle of a busy street. Whose dumb idea was this? And why is anyone impressed?
Thanks for doing the heavy lifting.
Holy Ezra's annoying. Come on, man, that wasn't even feigning effort. At least pretend you love your job.
If the big guy catches you, he'll end you.
He won't.
Who are these guys?
Better question, are they skilled marksmen who can take out 4 baddies while speedily riding through an alleyway? Or just lucky? Because moments ago, they couldn't shoot a trooper 5 yards away. The troopers are frantically shooting at cargo they're supposed to protect at all costs. And it's all fine because they're terrible at shooting anything unless the plot demands it. Also, it's like the writer said, hey, remember that great speed bike scene in the forest in Return of the Jedi? Let's do that, but this time make it
Okay, you caught me. I give up. What the? Just kidding.
Mid-action sequence jokes. Moments ago, the cargo was shot and it caused the kid to fly off course, but now it's suddenly fine? How am I supposed to be invested in a chase scene when nothing really matters?
If Kanan catches that kid, I'm gonna end him.
He won't. Why stop now when just a moment ago you managed to leapfrog all the obstacles in the street? We're barely 7 minutes into the show and the plot conveniences are raining down like bantha fodder.
Whatever's in these crates must really be worth it.
What out of the last 7 minutes of high-speed chases and gun battles gave you that idea?
Nothing would thrill me more than tossing you out while in flight.
Man, this character Vinnie Jones is so hard, I'm half expecting Guy Ritchie to sue.
I'm in space.
Did you think the spacecraft was going to cruise around the planet until the bad guys got bored? You don't get on a boat and then act shocked when you find yourself out in the open water. I mean, it must be kind of nice to be able to buy a pack of boxer briefs for a headscarf.
It could signify the spark of rebellion.
Roll Jedis.
Next time they make a move, we'll be waiting for them to snuff out that spark before it catches fire.
What was that? I was so distracted by this Magneto helmet beard that I lost my ability to concentrate on the show. I understand that animation style is a choice, but was that really the right choice to make? That beard is clamping down on his jaw and it's triggering my TMJ, damn it.
Where are they going?
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
If I told you I'd have to kill you, cliche. Also, Ezra totally sees what's in these containers later on when they feed the villagers, so this threat is extra bull.
Lived on Lothal my whole life, never been here.
The Imperials don't advertise it.
Locals call it Talking Town.
It was called District 9 at one point, but then an Earthling infatuated with hobbits and elves decided to sue hobbits.
We got the goods and took a bite out of the Empire.
Did you, though? Not downplaying, but you stole a few guns, some food, and maybe killed a few soldiers. All things the Empire could replace in the time it took you to get to Tarkentown. How does no one ever burn their face off when they turn on a lightsaber for the first time? He didn't even know what it was.
I know you're not gonna believe me, but it's like this thing wanted me to take it.
You're right. I don't believe you.
But why don't you? Since we find out Kanan is a Jedi, he should absolutely believe and know that Ezra has enough of the Force in him for this statement to be accurate. Also, sinning myself for the fact that I know that with certainty.
If he tries anything, sound the alarm. Or shoot him.
I'm adding 10 sins because I'm tired of Zeb threatening Ezra and not following through on it. All bark and no bite makes Zeb a dull boy. Language! Don't you know kids are watching this show?
We don't have time to take him home anyway. We need to move now. I'll keep an eye on him.
Great, but what about the meeting he just interrupted? Oh, that wasn't important.
We gotta get out of here. It's a trap.
Writers give a classic Star Wars line to Ezra. I'm sending the out of that. Finally, we see Zeb follow through on his Ezra hatred. I mean, pushing him into gunfire is basically attempted murder, and that may be a little too far, but at least there's some character congruency. I suppose I should remove at least one of those sins I added.
Doing okay, kid?
You kidding?
Swimming motions do not propel you forward in zero gravity, idiot.
Where are the Wookiees?
No Wookiees.
Same questions asked at the final Return of the Jedi script reading somehow made it into this episode. They just left out the "and what the f are Ewoks?"
Sorry, kid.
He's not.
The whole thing was a setup.
That's what I thought about the prequels, but they ended up being actual canon, so you might need to double check, Kanan.
He'd sell his mother to Jawas for a couple credits.
The first hour of this show seems to be people spouting off alien names we've heard in all the movies. It's like they want to test out their own version of CW bullshit bingo, and you can't have everything, Disney.
And of course, the only thing I managed to hold on to is this worthless piece of...
Of course, the guards just happen to miss the easily accessible chunky cube strapped somewhere on your back.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Are we the only ones that can hear the Holobi speak?
I am rising to take...
Oh, now you hear him. 10 seconds in and you just now hear him.
They'll be waiting for us. We can't save him.
And honestly, why should you even want to? He tried to steal from you, and then eventually he actually does steal from you. If this video hasn't gotten it across yet, Ezra sucks. Ezra is strolling around the enemy ship and accidentally-ing his way to his belongings. Next thing you know, he'll stumble upon a game-changing piece of information and...
The transport ship Agent Callus diverted will dock on Kessel within 2 hours.
I guess I can buy the convenience of the helmet being tuned into the right frequency, but I'm not buying the convenience that Better Than Ezra put it on just at the right moment to hear all their plans.
They came back!
You're wearing a massive helmet designed to protect the head from damage. I don't understand how that could have hurt, but I'm glad it did.
Order all stormtroopers to converge on the lower hangar. I'll meet them there.
This is Trooper LS-123, reporting intruders in the upper hangar. Sir, I believe the lower hangar is a diversion.
Ezra is either stupid lucky at lingo and trooper tech, or he has acquired serious knowledge in his short life. I don't know if the show gets around to explaining this, but for now, it's a distraction and annoying.
And this time, try not to leave until everyone's back aboard.
That was not my fault!
It was.
Turn on the shield!
How is he even still here to even give that order? He's holding on to nothing. He should be space sucked already. This is the area where they exploded the ship just a bit ago, and it should be absolutely up.
Have you heard of the spice mines of Kessel?
Slaves sent there last a few months, maybe a year.
And for Wookiees born in the forest, it's a death sentence.
But it sounds like it's a death sentence no matter what race you are, considering you only last a year at most. I'm not going to tell these rebels how to prioritize their missions, but why haven't they set their sights on the mines before now? Here's an idea. Open the ramp directly in front of a squad of enemies who will shoot directly at us. No, don't stay on the ship and use our massive firepower to destroy anyone in our way. Leaping directly into danger is the best way. All these people should be dead.
You'll be okay. I've got him.
Good guys shoot and bad guys die. Bad guys shoot and good guys don't die. The end. Freddy Prince Jedi.
All troopers, focus your fire on the Jedi.
But they were already doing that, and they were horrible at it. Ezra catches up with Baby Wookiee and Stormtroopy so quickly that I can't help but wonder what the hell they've been doing in the 2 minutes since they ran from the battle. Will Helmet scream?
Look who's talking.
Boss Baby. Baby Geniuses. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh, sorry. Thought we were naming movies where babies could talk.
So, I guess you drop me off next?
Yeah. Finally, right?
Right.
This will they or won't they drop him off bullshit is annoying and pointless. This is a pilot where we know Ezra is the main character and therefore we know he ends up sticking with this crew and fighting alongside them for many seasons to come. So why not build up some suspense somewhere it's actually warranted?
Agent Callus, you did well to call.
Was this supposed to mean something to me? Or do I need to watch 7 seasons of another show to understand what the that means? Because if that's the case, then you Star Wars rebels. You so hard.
You're tearing me apart!
I can't breathe in this thing!
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
You called in a code red.
You're goddamn right I did!
The box. You opened it.
Careful.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.